Hello, Chris Green here with the Flood Insurance Guru. And today we're here in one of the recently flooded neighborhoods in Pelham, Alabama. And what we're talking about is disaster assistance has been approved. What's next? So today we're talking about getting disaster assistance, maybe if you live in one of these communities in Pelham, from the October 2021 flood event. What we want to talk a little bit about today is maybe what the requirements are going to be if you decide to take that disaster assistance. So what we're talking about here is really flood insurance requirements. If you decide to take the disaster assistance that might become available, are you required to carry flood insurance? And yes, generally, when you accept that disaster assistance, the condition is generally going to be that they're going to require you to carry flood insurance on these properties. And it's important to understand that that's actually one of the questions on the National Flood Insurance Program application is this flood insurance is being required because of disaster assistance. A little different guidelines here. So what about private flood insurance? Private flood insurance could also be available if it's being required as a result of a loss. It just depends if the carrier will accept previous losses or not. So it's important to understand this. So maybe you're only getting a couple $1,000s of disaster assistance, but come to find out all the other things you have to go through are going to cost more than that. That's something you want to think about. However, if October 21 showed us this, it showed us anything, and that is that every property is in a flood zone. Now it's important to understand too, though, while preferred flood insurance ratings may no longer be available through the National Flood Insurance Program, many private carriers do. So maybe your property didn't flood. Maybe you did get lucky. Looking at private flood insurance then might be a good option for you from a pricing standpoint. So if you've got questions about disaster assistance in Pelham, Alabama, what could be some other requirements? Click below to visit our website, floodinsuranceguru.com. Remember, we've got an educational background in flood mitigation, which means we can help you understand flood risks like this right here. Your flood insurance and mitigating your property long term. Thank you.